Listen up, Supermod fans. Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo is the spot for tabletop gamers to enjoy their hobby through great products and even better events. Dice Dojo has the best variety of board games, RPGs, miniature games, and trading card games like Magic and Pokemon in the city. Check out their many events, including dozens of tournaments and their famous free board game night on Wednesdays. Check out their website at chicagolandgames.com or find them on Facebook at Chicagoland Games. Have you been hanging and banging, brothers and sisters? Have you been in the gym, pumping that iron, and getting yourself in top shape? If so, you need to fuel your body, and nobody can do it better for you at a better price and a better quality product than our friends at Best Price Nutrition. That's bestpricenutrition.com. 1-800-499-4810. They got free shipping on orders over $99 in the USA. They even have a 30-day return policy. Ladies and gentlemen, Best Price Nutrition is where it's at. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. This is the New Year series, and we're once again with the WWF because it's WWF all month long for the month of January. Tonight, the World Wrestling Federation is in Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Ontario. This is not a show for television. This is strictly a house show that we're running. So we don't have to worry about selecting a broadcaster. So we're going to say the selection. No broadcasters have been selected. Let's take a look at our absent workers. It's nothing but the usuals. And let's take a look at our backstage problems. There's Tom Zank. Tom Zank has broken the backstage rules. We're going to give him a stern warning. And we're not too far away from here from Tom Zank's doing his flip out and walking out and quitting the WWF. All right, Scott Casey and Bruno Sammartino. Scott Casey made a mess. Bruno straightened him out. Bruno said, "Clean it up!" And that was it. He cleaned it up. Apparently, Bruno Sammartino is the backstage policeman here. All right, Butch Reed's got himself in trouble with Bruno Sammartino also. And he's moaning and complaining. And Bruno straightened him out also. So we got that going for us, which is a good thing. Now, let's take a look at our card for this evening, everybody. We're going to see Danny Davis versus Koko Ware. Jose Estrada and Johnny Rodz, an excellent tag team, also known as the Super Medicos, are going to face the Young Stallions. Tiger Chung Lee is going to battle the Junkyard Dog. Pat Patterson is going to give some guidance here to the Young Ultimate Warrior. And these matches are at 12 minutes. They may be a little too long. We're going to find out. Butch Reed is going to battle Tito Santana in singles action. Adrian Adonis is going to meet Ken Patera. We're going to see Orton and Muraco versus the Killer Bees in the semi-main. And in our main event, everybody, once again, we will see Harley Race versus Hulk Hogan for the World Heavyweight title. We're going to make one adjustment here. We're going to swap out Adonis and Patera with Reed and Santana. There we go. And with that done, we're ready to go here, everybody. So you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. Here we go. Davis versus Koko Ware. And they are going to go 10 minutes here. And we know that Koko Ware will not put Danny Davis over. So we're not even going to try. We're just going to leave this one open-ended and see what happens. There's Koko. Oh, man, Koko was great. He was one of my favorites with Frankie. And that horrible, awesome theme song he had. It was great. All right, here comes Jose Estrada and Johnny Rodz. And they're going to face the Young Stallions here. 12 minutes. And both these teams we should be able to plug and play. There's Estrada and Rodz. They got about 20 years of experience as a team. And here are the young Stallions, who have about 20 days of experience. No, they got more than that. They've been together since 86, but I just felt like saying that. Here we go. We can auto-name this one, and Jimmy Powers is going to get the win for his team here. So here we go. Another win in the books for the Stallions as we continue to try to build them up. We have Tiger Chung Lee versus JYD here. And we're going to leave this one at 10 minutes just for the heck of it. And here is Tiger Chung Lee. And here is the Junkyard Dog. You know, I was talking about Junkyard Dog briefly a couple shows ago. I remembered when I was a kid, I think I was in kindergarten, and I went to our school Halloween party as the Junkyard Dog. It was awesome. I had these red sweatpants with stars on them, and then I had white snow boots. So I had the perfect look. I had the right red tights with the white boots, just like JYD would wear every once in a while. And then my dad had a pull chain. He had an old, like huge, like 2-inch link, 3-inch link pull chain. And he cut it for me. And then my parents had an old dog collar. And I used the dog collar with the chain. And I went as Junkyard Dog. It was perfect. Obviously, I did not have a beard. But, you know, I did the best I could. So I went as Junkyard Dog, and it was awesome. Somewhere, I have a picture of that costume. And if I can find it, I'm going to make sure to post it on Patreon for all you people. But it was awesome. That's right. I went as Junkyard Dog. All right, Patterson versus the Warrior here. And we're going to try to get 10 out of them, too. And we're using Pat Patterson to try to put over the young Ultimate Warrior, who may have still been called the Dingo Warrior at this point. They may not have changed it over to the Ultimate Warrior, but I did, because why not? All right, here we go. Warrior is going to go over here. And it's a lot of work from Pat Patterson to make this guy look good. A lot of work. All right, this one is booked. Up next here, we have Adrian Adonis and Ken Patera. And they're going to go 14. And Adrian Adonis is on his way out here. He's going to be gone in a couple weeks, if I remember correctly. And here is Ken Patera. And we are going to put Kenny Patera over, of course. Here we go. Ken Patera with the win, most likely with that Patera hug. Or perhaps he will use the full Nelson. All right, Butch Reed and Tito San Martino. I always want to call him Tito San Martino. It is Tito Santana. And I just ordered Tito Santana's book. I watched this excellent shoot interview he did, and it was excellent. And I went ahead and ordered his book. I meant to do it some time ago, but I found a nice cheap copy on Amazon. So it's going to be here probably the next week or so. And I'll give it a read. And usually I barrel right through wrestlers' autobiographies pretty quickly because I find them so interesting. So I'm sure this one will go the same way. All right, Butch Reed won the last time. So we're going to give the win here to Tito Santana. And Tito Santana will most likely win with either that figure 4 leg lock he uses or the flying forearm, which was awesome. All right, Orton and Muraco against the Killer Bees here in the semi-main. Orton and Muraco have their time together limited here also, I think. I don't quite remember. I think they split before Orton left. I'll have to double check Cage Match to find out. But I know Don Muraco's due for a face turn, and then Bob Orton quits the promotion. All right, so here are the Killer Bees. And let's see who won the last time between these two teams. Orton and Muraco got the win the last time. So we're going to give the win to B. Brian Blair. There we go. And of course, we have our big main event here. They're going to go 30. It's going to be Race versus Hogan. And here is Harley Race. Here is Hulk Hogan. The World Heavyweight title is on the line. And of course, Race is going to do the favors for Hulk Hogan here once again. Now, our last match between these two wasn't the greatest, but they blamed it on the commentary. So we'll see what happens this time. All right, this one's 2 hours and 16 minutes. It's a good time for a house show. Let's go ahead and see how we do here, everybody. All right. And Koko Beware once again beats Danny Davis, 61 overall. And next, we got the Young Stallions over Estrada and Rodz with a 50. So 50 each for Roma and Powers. And good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Let's see the takeaways here. Inexperience, inconsistency, inexperience, understandable. They have the skill set. Powers and Roma definitely have the skill set. They're just not over yet. So we're going to have to keep pushing it and get them over. All right, Tiger Chung Lee and the Junkyard Dog. And the dog wins with those headbutts that he does. 63 overall. Not a bad score for these two in Toronto. And Junkyard Dog is penalized for stamina. Imagine that. All right, Patterson and the Warrior. The Warrior scores a 50. And I don't know how Pat Patterson, who spent a long time in Toronto, wouldn't be more over than this, but that's the way it goes. And Warrior wins with that big splash after the Gorilla Press, of course. And for those of you that remember SummerSlam 88, Superstar Billy Graham called it the Big Body Slam, brother. and Gorilla Monsoon to chime in, what a splash! If you watch on the WWE Network now, they took that out. But we ordered it live when I was a kid. I remember watching it live and I remember hearing it. And then we had the VHS tape. My brother and I used to laugh all the time at that. What a splash! All right, Adrian Adonis and Ken Patera, 65, 75, 73 overall. And Kenny Patera gets the win here, everybody. All right, up next, we have Reed and Santana. And Santana gets the win with that flying forearm. 64 and 78. I can't believe the score is that low for Butch Reed, but it is. What are you going to do? All right, up next here. Or how the hell does this match only get a 77? Wow, that's shocking. The Killer Bees get the win with the Bee Stinger, which I believe was the double dropkick. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I believe it was the double dropkick. Kind of a classy name, the Bee Stinger. I like it. And we have 0 takeaways. Bonus City, and somehow we only ended up with a 77. Brunzell and Blair didn't even crack 70. Wow, got some work to do here, everybody. All right, our main event, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 99 overall, and of course, we're still weighted by the main event here, so we should get an outstanding score here in Toronto. And of course, nobody was more over than Toronto than Hulk Hogan, of course. All right, so we're going to go ahead and finish this one up. There we go, 95. I like it. Calling out the Hulkster here, everybody. Calling out King Harley Race. And we're also going to call out, who do we want to call out here? Might as well call out Ken Patera. All right, great performance. Great performance. Good performance. We're going to make that speech. Hogan is pleased. Harley Race is pleased. And Ken Patera is pleased. And we're going to head back to the main screen here. And I think, and I don't know for certain because we have so many things going on in this game, but I do believe we have a Monday night show. So I think we're in Madison Square Garden. And we'll double check here. Yep, Madison Square Garden show. Okay. Angie Manelli's trying to get picked up by another. Hillbilly Jim's back, everybody. Yes, I was a huge Hillbilly Jim fan. He was not good in the ring, but I was a huge Hillbilly Jim fan. Do I even not have Hillbilly Jim listed? I don't think I even have him listed. No way. I guess I didn't even have him listed. I was almost certain I had him under the injured. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, Hillbilly Jim's back, everybody. And here's our upcoming Madison Square Garden card. It's a big show, 2-hour show. So we are going to have 12 segments. And we're once again on this show going to see Harley Race versus Hulk Hogan. And again, these are based on what the real card was. So we're going to see it once again, everybody. All right. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Sorry. That was the other show uploading. All right, All American Wrestling, 184,000 viewers. No way. Wrestling Challenge, 117,000 viewers. No way. Hulk Hogan is talking badly about the Junkyard Dog. All right, let's see who wants more money and who's ready to sign. All right, we got Debbie Combs and El Bracero coming in. We're going to sign both of them. We'll add Debbie Combs here to singles for the ladies. And she was on the actual roster or close to it, so it was important to me to get her. And El Bracero is going to go under enhancement under his real name of Jose Martinez. Another good guy to have around for enhancement work. Excellent wrestler, a little bit past his prime. And there we go. Adrian Adonis, there's the main screen there. Adrian Adonis has been fired by the WWF, and we are going to fire him. So Adrian Adonis is gone. All right, so let's find El Bracero here. And we're going to change his name over to Jose Martinez. And we're going to give him the gimmick of enhancement. All right, confirm the gimmick change. We're good to go. Good stuff. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Pell Ellering is going to re-sign with Florida. We got a 5-star match of Tully Blanchard over Ron Garvin. I could see that in 1987. And All Japan is easing up here. And let's, you know what, we didn't take Adrian Adonis off. There he is. He's gone. A little bit of disparity here with way more faces than heels. But that's not always a bad problem to have. All right, let's head back. Lawler's going to be in a feud with Nick Bockwinkel. That'd be interesting stuff. Now, version 10 is fixed, everybody, so you don't have to re-sign Jerry Lawler every time with the AWA, should you choose to play the AWA. What else do we got going here? Scott Casey, Continental, nothing big. Let's check out the NWA. Flair over McDaniel, great match. Asheville Civic Center, I could see why this one's sold out. It's a great card here. Really good card. All right, anything else that catches our eye here? Nothing that I see. All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody. And I want to take a second to talk to you about Patreon. Remember, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/PowerCastNetwork. Packages start out at just $5 a month, everybody. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that $5 get you? You know how our YouTube shows have ads? Well, if you join Patreon, you can watch the shows through Patreon, and there are no ads. You'll still see the ads from our sponsors, but you will not see any YouTube ads. Also, you will get the shows days early, so you don't have to worry about waiting for them to come out on YouTube. You can binge watch all the way back ad-free, all the way to the beginning of our show if you wanted to. It's a really cool thing, and people seem to really like it. I also post bonus videos on Patreon. There's stuff that you haven't seen before that shows up on Patreon. So it's another perk to it. Also, you'll have access to version 10 of the Supermod, and you'll also have access to our updated spreadsheets. And when we update the Supermod, you will get first dibs as a Patreon member. So think about it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. It's only $5 a month. It's well worth it. And everybody that is a Patreon member really likes it. Also, if you would like to find us on social media, you can do so by going to facebook.com/groups/1987Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. If you would like version 10, make sure you head over to Patreon. Otherwise, if you want version 9, you can go to braddrake.net. Just click on Supermod and you can download it straight from there. For those of you that are new to the channel, thank you for joining us here. I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and leave us a message below. Let us know how you found the channel and what you think of us so far. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow in Madison Square Garden.